Alright, in this fourth problem, first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to split the radical into the radical of the numerator and the radical of the denominator. Now looking at this denominator, in order for me to get rid of the radical, I need groups of 3 of each factor. Now 4 is 2 times 2, so I'm going to need another 2 in that radical to break it down. And y squared is y times y, so I'm going to need another y so that I have a group of 3. And I already have a group of 3 z's, so I don't need to multiply any z's in there. So I'm going to multiply the denominator by the third root of 2y. I'm going to do the same thing to the numerator. And now we'll simplify. The numerator becomes the third root of 2xy. And the denominator becomes the third root of 8 y to the third, z to the third. And now in the denominator I have groups of all factors in groups of 3. So I can take those factors out of the denominator and get rid of the radical. And I've reached my final answer. Alright, example 5. Pretty straightforward. All we have is a square root of y in the denominator. So we're going to multiply both numerator and denominator by the square root of y. That makes our new denominator y, and our new numerator square root of 12xy. We've got to be careful here because this square root of 12 is, 12 is 2 times 2 times 3. And so I have a group of 2's, a group of 2 2's that I can bring out of the radical, and this turns into 2 times the square root of 3xy over y. Make sure you take some time and always check with your numbers to see if they can be broken down further from what you see. Alright, last problem here. We've got the fourth root of 16x to the third over the fourth root of 9y squared. First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to think about what that denominator actually is. That's the fourth root of 3 times 3 times y times y. So since we're taking a fourth root here, I need to complete groups of 4 in order to eliminate the radical. So I'm going to multiply the denominator by the fourth root of. Now I need 2 more 3's to make a group of 4 of them, and 2 more y's to make a group of 4 of those. And so that's what we're going to multiply the numerator and denominator by. We're going to multiply it by fourth root of 9y squared. And so my numerator now becomes fourth root of 144 x to the third y squared. My denominator becomes the fourth root of 81 y to the fourth. Now simplifying our denominator, we have 3y. And now I need to consider again the constants in the numerator. 144 is 2 times 2 times 2 times 2. Let's see, that's 2 times 72, 236, 218, 29. So we've got a 3 and a 3. And so there's a group of 4 2's that I can bring out of that radical. And so I'm going to go ahead and do that. And I've got 2 times the fourth root of 3 squared, 9, x to the third, y to the second, all of that over 3y. And we're finished.